Every morning you have two choices. You can stay in bed, or you can wake up and you can chase your dreams. Now, quite often I get a lot of people ask me, John, what motivates you every single morning? What's the thing that gets you up and gets you inspired? For me, one of the things I love to do, I love to travel around the world. Now, here's the thing. Here's the secret. If you want to create a lot more success in your life, if you want to get up and you have the motivation to do things, then one of the things I highly suggest is that you make it fun when you do it. For me, the reason why I travel around the world is because I want to make it fun when I do things. I mean, I just love being in different places. I mean, you see the vibe here is just crazy. How do you make it fun? So what you do is you write down all the things you love to do, and you write down, for example, I love to travel, I love to connect with people, I love to mastermind ideas. So what I do is I incorporate this as part of what I do every single day. And then I pick different locations. For example, at the start of the year, what you want to do, instead of having to figure out doing things by yourself, try and think about who can do this with you. Who's within your network that can help you implement all these different strategies. Start thinking about that. Start thinking about some of the ways you can really take your business to the next level, but also think of different ways that you can inspire, like get inspired. For me, I always want to think about inspiration comes from being around people that are inspirational. So write down all the people that inspire you and hang out with them. Take them for coffee, buy them lunch, do whatever it takes to get within their proximity. They say that proximity is power. A lot of times when I hang around with people, I always kind of get the feeling that I'm having these epiphany, these aha moments. But for a lot of you, we can stay in bed, or we can get up and we can chase these goals, and we can turn these goals into reality. So one thing I want you to focus on is also the reasoning why you want to do what you want to do. You see, a lot of us, we ask ourselves the question, I want to do this, but actually, why do you want to do it? What's the main thing that's getting you up in the morning? Here's a little tip, by the way. If you get up every single morning and you don't feel motivated, you probably don't have the right purpose or goal set. A little tip that I've got for you is, a friend of mine taught me this. He said, you should write down your goals every single day, or at least think about them every single day, because your thoughts lead to your feelings, lead to your actions, lead to your results. I'll give you another example. How many of you want to get fit? You want to get into shape? And the problem is, sometimes you don't have the motivation to get up, but the moment you start working out, the moment you start training, is the moment you start achieving something. And then next time you go and have a meal, it's like, oh, I don't want to eat those chips anymore. You want a dessert? I don't want that dessert anymore. How many know what I'm talking about? It creates a little bit of momentum of what you do to get to where you want to get to. If I work out, I'm more likely to eat more healthy. If I wake up every morning and chase my goal, I'm more likely to take action. I really want to redefine what success is for a lot of people. If I had to stop someone here right now and say, what is success? They would say, John, it's becoming a millionaire. No, it's not. It's actually learning to enjoy the journey. So another thing I want you to start thinking about is, what things along the way do you want to experience? I want to experience different cultures. I want to experience meeting incredible people. I want to experience impacting, millions of lives. That's why I do a lot of these videos online. And by the way, if you love them, please share them with people. If it's made an impact to your life, leave a comment below and I'd love to read them and answer these questions personally. But I also want you to understand, it is easier said than done. So how can you get up and start chasing that goal then? If you have somebody else who's also chasing the same goal, you want to make a pact. You will do this together. When I start a business, a lot of the things that I want to do, I'm actually doing with other people. I find it way harder to try and do things by myself. For example, that's one of the reasons why I'm exploring Shanghai right now. A lot of my friends say, John, you should go to Shanghai. You should check it out. And I've never been here before. And if you look at how beautiful it is here, it's just like, I don't know what it is like being in the future. It's interesting because when I came here, my tour guide asked me, so what is it you do? I see you film a lot of these videos. And I said, well, I do a lot of talks. I'm a content creator. I put a lot of content online to inspire people to become the best version of them. And I want to redefine success. It's not just become a millionaire, but success is really learning to enjoy that journey. And it's the growth. I want you to redefine success as growth. She said to me, John, there's a lot of people here in China right now who are looking to really grow the business. So then how do they do it? What's one of the best ways to do it? So they say they do exactly what you do, but they use a platform here. And the platform is called TikTok. And I said, well, we already have TikTok on the other side of the world. She said, no, it's different. Their TikTok is connected with something called WeChat. It's like a wallet. So, if you go to pay for something, like if I want to buy something from this store, I literally take out my app and I scan my code and then it asks me how much money do I want to pay. And then it just basically charges my card. But now you can do that directly from within an app. How incredible is that? And by the way, the population here in China is over 1 billion. It's like 1.4, 1.5 billion. When we go live on the platforms in the UK, when we get 100,000 views, 10,000 views, you think it's a lot. Over here, a lot of the big influencers, they go live. And I'm telling you this, it's insane. Literally, they have millions of people watching. So I want you to start thinking about what it is that you want to redefine and how you're going to get there. Because the more clear you can see that path, the easier it's going to be for you to get to that point. I really want you to understand that getting out and chasing a dream, if you make it fun, if you write down what you want to experience along the process, and if you do it with somebody, it's going to be way easier than trying to do it yourself. You know, everything that I've done in business, I've always had other people to help support me along the journey. Now, I didn't know everything, so I need to find people who know that stuff. And this is a part of us, we have to let go of our ego sometimes. And I met a lot of business partners with big egos and they just can't let it go. You got to find the right people that you want to work with. And these people are the people that are going to help support you to where you want to be. Have the right values, have the right vision, have the right support, have all the different things that you are aligned to, your authenticity, your values. These are the things that are really, really important when it comes to getting up every morning and really going for it. Another thing which I think is really crucial to this, and I'll link a video at the end to kind of give you some more insights on it. You've really got to start creating habit around it. The habit takes 21 days and 90 days to create that lifestyle. So I'm sure some of you have heard that before. But the question is, how much habit are you creating? It's what you're not doing, which is not getting you to where you want to be. In fact, where you want to be lies outside of what you're not doing. I know it's so obvious, but sometimes common sense is not always common. Another thing I want you to think about all the different situations that you can be in right now that can really make a difference to the action taking. And that also comes with environment. Being around the right people. Sometimes you just got to get out of the place where you are right now, because that's the thing that's keeping you stuck. Sometimes it's down to the energy. It's the energy, it's the people, it's the environment, it's your thought process, it's how you react in that moment as well. This is why I want you to start paying close attention to the people you hang around, because some people suck the life out of you and some people put the energy in you. This is, again, one of the reasons why I love to travel. I promise you, if you just go on the road 2 or 3 weeks by yourself, I know some of you go, John, I don't want to take away my holidays to that. Don't worry about it. 2 or 3 weeks, go away somewhere remote and just you thinking about the things that you want to do. And I promise you, watch how many interesting people you meet. Watch how many thoughts you get. The problem is when we're in our environment, we can't think outside of the box. We're stuck inside the box. Then we have this tunnel vision where we want to have this funnel vision coming in. You know, it's interesting because when you go to the top, you see, you have a much clearer vision. In fact, that's what we did when we went up there. Went all the way to the top to the observatory and we had this bird's eye view. You can't solve a problem with the same level of thinking that caused that problem in the first place. You got to do something new. You got to do something different strategy, different result. That's why I want to link a video at the end so you can see some of these thought process and the mindset changes that need to happen. It's what we call, 1, an identity shift. Number 2, paradigm shift. When you can shift your paradigm, everything else around you changes. And it's like dropping the pebble into a pond that creates the ripples, then creates the wave, then you have the butterfly effect, and that causes the big results in your life. So do me a favor, if you know someone who really needs help doing this, and they keep saying they want to do stuff, but they don't do it, forward this video to them, like this video, and leave a comment below. I'd love to hear from you as well. And also make sure you check out this video here.